right, so why don't we just do like 5 techniques at a time? Yeah? I'll do all the ones on the feet, coming out to the ankles, and you guys practice that, and then I'll go both the legs. Has everybody got the hang of toe pulling? If not, I'll just show you anyway. So when we're pulling toes, we're putting our finger below the pad of the toe, so that gives us something to pull against. And then we're holding here if we're trying to get these 2 joints, okay? And then it's just a simple pull. And don't think you're always gonna get them. So we got that one and that one. But if they don't go, they either don't need to go because they're loose or they're too tight, okay? Big toe the same. So pretty simple. Sometimes with the big toe, I get a bit more of a grip like this, and it's still the finger over here. And we don't put pressure on the nail itself, okay? So don't grab like that. You can get this joint. It's a little bit awkward, especially if you got big fingers like me, but you can kind of pull, yeah, see, it's not one I do too often, but sometimes I really just want to get that last joint, and you got to get a grip above that. Hard for me on somebody with smaller feet, but that's how you do it.
That one was just a bit of nerve damage in there.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have it in that foot. Yeah.
Okay, so again here.
I have a crack in that little toe from the other.
This one feels quite tight and it's not going to go, so it's a good diagnosis too. Give me an idea that, okay, I need to, okay.
So would that be one of the first things you do?
Yeah. Yeah, it's sort of do the head, do the belly, and then I often come around and click all the fingers, all the toes, see what's going to go nice and easy. If it's going to go nice and easy, great. And if it's not, because it's tight, then it's a diagnosis as well. So that would then give me a diagnosis that perhaps she's tight coming up this delta band, which you can feel up here, it is tight, you know, all through here. And you can see then that the toes are actually kind of not like kind of straight. There's a pulling forward there too, which indicates tension all through here. So the next move I do is another toe click, and it's done quite differently because it gets more into here. And I support below or opposite this joint right in here. And I support here, not here. Don't push the toe like this. You need to get below that joint. I'm not sure that hers are going to go, but we'll just show. We'll give them a try anyway. Okay, and this is how it's done. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that one went. Okay. Oh. Yeah, big toes really. I get like 10% of big toes. It's quite satisfying if you do. You can change.
So you're actually just touching the very
base. And again, like it's pretty rare that big toe will go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're putting your underneath there.
Yeah. And like I say, more likely to get.
And you're pulling it down.
That's right. And making sure you're not doing this.
Yeah.
Okay. That you could break somebody's toe. You have to come from below that joint.
Yeah.
Okay. And sometimes I'll do one where I put all 4 of my fingers behind and then just bring it like that.
Okay. It's quite a nice
Yeah. Yeah. Like that.
So is it basically almost like when you do your foot like that, it's the bones in here that...
Yeah, it's the bones in here. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, so then the next moves I'm going to do are more for getting, special moves are more for getting in here. First one is this. We get our hands like this. So where they're like that bone area comes out here and here is we put that into the concave part of our palm, okay? That gives us a nice firm grip on the foot, okay? And what we're going to do is basically work it like that. Can feel good if somebody's only light to medium tight. If somebody's very tight, that's actually quite an intense move, okay? The next move we're going to do is a similar position, but it's quite a lot more intense. And that's, we get the foot like this, we get them to breathe in, and on the out breath, we do hers is too tight to do that on, okay?
So,
That's an accident.
This is a really tricky one.
You're twisting?
Yeah, so I'm putting it, we're always coming inward, because if you go outward, there's no resistance.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's always an inward move.
Yeah.
And again, we might have done this one first just to kind of loosen them up. And then we're pushing here and twisting.
Holding and twisting it around.
And same thing with all of these adjustment moves. We're getting them to breathe. And as she breathes out, I'm bringing her into a full stretch.
Yeah.
And at the end of the out breath, then I would do a final thing. But again, she feels a bit, I don't want to, yeah. When you feel that resistance, you don't want to push any adjustment moves like that, okay? So it's just, otherwise it'll
But even
be like a
that will
crampy.
Yeah,
That's a
do
good
that.
stretch.
It's a nice stretch, so we can just kind of like,
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how does that feel? I just have a stuckness in beside that big toe, so.
yeah.
That just that point is. So
So, yeah, kind of, like pretty much almost to the full, but the most important thing is the twist. So it's not like quite a full.
Are you
Yeah.
pushing forward as well? A little
Yeah,
bit?
yeah. So I'm not way down here. I'm about 3/4 of the way into the dorsiflexion. So
Yeah.
getting them to breathe in. I can even do this. And then, again, hers aren't going.
How's your saying she had some nerve damage? Does that make a difference with what you're doing?
It can, but mostly what makes a difference is tightness. The more extreme tightness there is, you don't want to do that move. It's just
Yeah.
too strong. And the person will
And that's
just,
more with because of the nerve damage. Do you
Just
think
the
because
tightness.
yeah.
the nerve damage has just created the stuckness.
Yeah.
yeah.
And the lack of movement and what
Yeah.
have you. And if I'd known this years ago, I
You
wouldn't
could
have
have
had
maybe
I would, but my foot would be a lot different.
yeah, because it does continues to tighten and tighten, isn't it? With that nerve. Well, I mean, you're not using it same.
My foot didn't move for about 30 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's just been slowly breaking.
So you just have to be careful with the nerve that you don't do it too hard. So you don't tell you how.
No, I actually
It's
feel
easier
that
this
it's
way,
at
get
the
more
point now that it
I don't
needs
do
to be
YouTube
broken
thing. It's
down.
him.
Yeah.
It's really
Video. Oh, you